Let's talk about William Blake's well-known poem, The Tyger. The poem with those memorable lines, "Tyger, Tyger, burning bright in the forests of the night." Now, a couple of things we really ought to know about the poem. One is that Blake himself, both a poet and an illustrator, a painter, a lithographer, and printer, used his illustration of the tiger for the poem, and he had been one of the first common people in England, in fact, to see a real tiger. The Tower of London, that great dungeon and fortress, had been used as a menagerie by the kings and queens of England for hundreds of years. When foreign rulers would send them an exotic creature such as a rhinoceros or a leopard or even a giraffe, that's where they would be housed. And in this case, an enormous tiger, perhaps 12 feet in length, weighing hundreds and hundreds of pounds, a creature capable of seizing up a human being and carrying it in its jaws. The most fearsome thing. Later, the menagerie was taken and housed in what is now the London Zoo, and Blake saw that, and it was one of those moments of, God, what is that thing? The deep, deep, vicious growl of the thing. And he asked the question: how could God, the same God that made the gentle lamb, make this deadly and yet beautiful creature? Okay, and he makes God into kind of an artist in the poem. He says, "What immortal hand or or as Blake would have said it, what immortal hand or could frame thy fearful symmetry," like an artist's balance of symmetry. And how did even God dare? In what distant deeps or skies burnt the fire of the tiger's eyes? And on what wings dare God himself aspire? What the hand dare seize the fire? Then to bring that fire home like a blacksmith, and what shoulder and what art could twist the sinews of thy heart? And when that heart began to beat, what dread hand and what dread feet? What the hammer, a blacksmith's hammer? What the chain? In what furnace burnt thy brain? Was thy brain? What the anvil? What dread grasp dare its deadly terrors clasp? Now, if you've ever had cried, had your eyes wet, and looked at a light like a street light or the stars, you know those shafts of light that come out like spears. And he asks, when the heavens themselves wept at the sight of God's new creation, did God smile on it? When the stars threw down their spears and watered heaven with their tears, did he smile his work to see? Did he who made the Lamb, the gentle Lamb of God, make thee? Then he finishes with the refrain, "Tyger, Tyger, burning bright in the forests of the night. What immortal hand or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry?" And what we're being asked here is, what does that tiger stand for? What does it symbolize? It's a dark and fearsome thing, the most fearsome thing in the imagination, perhaps. So, what is it all about? What does it stand for?